Mr. Vivara, you bring in a completely different perspective. You know, somebody who started, you know, at the bottom of the pyramid, climbed his way on the top, wrote a few books, and now is inspiring people.
Three important dimensions where what drives this entire effort, which is leadership, vision, and collaboration. Finite leadership, and there is an infinite leadership. Infinite leadership is technically connected with the vision, which is always perpetuating the game, because you are not ever achieving that vision. That is why it is vision. They have to be relevant with the times, and they have to be always at the future of the times. That is why we are always aspiring to go there, reach there, and see the world that somebody has visioned already, or somebody has visioned that what this world could be in future, and inspire people to believe in this, the world that has been visioned. That is going to be collaborative. Now, going back to vision, the four important parts of the vision. First and foremost is the empowerment of ecosystems. The business, okay, business will happen like Dr. Aman was mentioning. This has been age-old practice of trade between who needed something, who wanted something, and who could sell that part. But if you do not empower the ecosystems, if you do not enable the individuals and the entities, and if you do not have the economy that is competent, and environment that is sustainable with, again, two core activities of innovation and culture. If you do not have the cultural connect, the business up to 80% is possible, but the excellence starts after 80%. The Pareto rule, if you talk about 80-20, you do not need to reinvent the cycle. You have already principles, technologies, methods, and benchmark practices everywhere in the world. So we don't want to waste time in reinventing the cycle. So we already have certain benchmarks, so we step on that and see what best we can actually thrive from that point. And that is the basic point of somebody's excelling. Sunil was mentioning about India is going to be the second largest in probably a couple of decades. That is what PwC is also saying. But even UAE, if you look at the vision of UAE for 2050, they are specifically talking about shared purpose with many countries, because your collaboration has to have the shared purpose. Otherwise, there is no collaboration. My latest book, Roaring Lamps, is purely about collaborations. And how do you forge alliances? Because you have something, the other person has something else. And if you come together with a common purpose, or with a purpose that is shared, because the future generations have to be benefited out of this. If you are tampering with the organic setup and destroying the current only for the means of finite leadership, which is goals after goals after goals, just looking at the numbers, you have to look at the infinite leadership, which is going to help the future generations, and the unborn child has to feel the way you want it to feel now.